Back in playing some more Madden 22 playoffs. Today we are in the final game of Wildcard Weekend. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the LA Rams. So let's get it. The Rams, because they won. Yes, sir. They blew out the Cardinals. So we have the final 8 teams. We have the Titans, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Bengals, the Packers, the Bucks, the Rams, and the 49ers.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Cardinals and the Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
Here we go, Stafford.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the post.
There we go. Matt Gay.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important,
my guy Aaron
create
Donald.
some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
First down, Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 40 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the...
What? How? my God, he only got 1 foot in.
Play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford.
Bro, what?
Oh, that's
Dude,
into a double team.
you saw that, right? No pass interference. No pass interference.
Take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD,
Look
he
at
tried
this.
to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because for
That was so pass interference that wasn't called. It was so dumb. They literally blocked his route. Sit down.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Oh.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Goku.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
I think he got it.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
Touchdown.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review the play.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Cover 9
They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Sit down again.
Pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Return middle.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Double slants.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop
Why
here.
shallow cross?
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing a Stafford, escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. Aaron Donald. Cover 6 invert.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Cover 6.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Throwing on second and long. Murray. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And a little floater there is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds.
21.
Overlook us at Jerome Powell. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Green brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Show 2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray's throw taken in by Green here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray to air it out again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and goal, Murray.
Touchdown.
And that is called.
Rondale
touchdown Cardinals. Rondale Moore there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Return middle.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
PG stretch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Going up top for Cup. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for LA. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
28-7.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
So 2 touchdowns by OBJ, 1 by Ben Jefferson, and 1
as
by
Dortch elects not to return it.
Okay. Cover 2 man.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him all game long.
Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this to counter underneath. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll get that one complete to counter. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray.
Oh, Jalen.
It's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing now is Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first
we're just sacking
is. Here on 3rd. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
Nice.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Tanner
Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Rams counter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Punt.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete.
And the LA Rams defeat the Arizona Cardinals.
On this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So we have our final 8 teams. In the AFC, we have the 1 seed Tennessee Titans, the 2 seed Kansas City Chiefs, the 3 seed Buffalo Bills, and the 4 seed Cincinnati Bengals. In the NFC, we have the 1 seed Green Bay Packers, the 2 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 4 seed LA Rams, and the 6 seed San Francisco 49ers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and peace out.